folks. Nice to be back. Robert was talking about race, and this puts me in mind of something that happened that a friend of mine said to me when I was trying to prove I wasn't racist by making a list of my black friends. Some of you see the problem. Yeah, because that's what you do when you're not racist, right? Is you make a list of people and then you divide that list up by some criteria like, oh, skin color, let's say. That's fine, right? Yeah, way to bring worlds together. Dr. King, whatever. Quiet? Loud, quiet? Okay. But I got to the end of my list and I decided it wasn't something in me was like, this isn't stupid enough what I'm doing. Let's add some stupid on the end. And I finished the list by saying, yeah, there's like Sean and Shanae and Ed. And yeah, I only have like 5 or 6 black friends and they're all like comic book nerds and sci-fi geeks. And my friend Carl says to me, yeah, not like your white friends. You ever been called on your own bullshit so hard you lose your voice for a couple of seconds? That's what happened to me. So I was like, oh God, yeah, how crazy racist is it of me that I have no problem or I don't even notice that all my white friends are basically nerds of differing heights. That's par for the course, but I'm annoyed that my black friends don't form some kind of diversity super team made up of every stereotypical kind of black person. Like, these are my white friends. Yeah, they're all nerds. But these are my black friends, check them out. There's Shabazz, the revolutionary. There's Trey, the gangster rapper. There's Wendell, the Harlem Renaissance intellectual. And Ed, who likes Buffy the Vampire Slayer a whole lot. One of those things is not like the other, because one of those things is real. One of those things is a real person. And I was like, yeah, that is stupid for me to like divide things up and think that way, because honestly, that's like my only criteria for being my friend is like, you know, being a cool person and sharing my tastes. So whether you're black or white, if you wear a lot of Ed Hardy shirts and you watch a lot of sports and you go to the gym all the time and you know all the words to 50 Cent songs, no offense, but whether you're black or white, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself in the face. You and I are never going to be friends. Alright, if you want to be friends with me, again, no matter what race you are, you got to have a certain basic working knowledge of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. You got to be able to answer simple questions. Simple questions like, did the Jem'Hadar fight for the Cardassian Empire or the Dominion? So Dominion is, if you said Dominion, that's perfectly correct, and you can be my friend. But if you said trick question, because the Cardassian Empire joined the Dominion, in a season finale that was extremely nail-biting, and so actually after that, technically the Jem'Hadar were fighting for both the Cardassian Empire and the Dominion, although even more technically they weren't fighting for anyone, because the Jem'Hadar were an army of oppression and subjugation rather than service and protection. If any of you just thought all of that while I was saying it, you are invited to my wedding. So I was watching some old extra features about the first Karate Kid movie. Did you know it's actually pronounced Rafe Macchio? True story. I tried to do something pretty stupid the other day. I tried to watch Avatar without getting really, really high first. Has anyone ever been down that shameful road? It came out last year. I saw it a few times, pretty fucking baked every single time. And then it came out on DVD like a month ago, and I was like, I want to see if this movie is as good as I remember. It turned out I didn't remember the movie. Because holy shit, there's some rough screenwriting and acting in that film. When Vani Ribisi delivers the most powerful performance in your movie has a problem. But the real problem is the script, which reads like it was written by a hippie wizard who brings bongs to life to do his chores for him. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. The script reads like a hippie wizard brought a bong to life. The bong got sick of carrying water to the wizard's well and broke out of the castle and went to just enough junior college to completely misunderstand some old Noam Chomsky essays. And then the bong gets a copy of Final Draft and bangs out the screenplay to Avatar. It's little white gloved cartoon hands with 3 fingers on it. And then they had it performed by actors who apparently didn't know they were being filmed. And that's how we got the dialogue scenes to Avatar. So I understand there's a lot of shit talk about Avatar when it came out, which I didn't buy into because I was really high. But then I bought into it later, like, oh yeah, the script and the acting kind of sucks. But there is some shit talk about Avatar that I will never allow anyone to do in front of me. Like, I don't understand how you can watch a blue giant have a knife fight with a robot and then turn to your friend and go, this is just like Dances with Wolves. It's like shot for shot. They're not even trying to hide the similarities. I've seen Dances with Wolves on Blu-ray very recently. Noticed a lot of shit that I'd never noticed before, but I must have gotten up to get a soda pop during the part where Kevin Costner brain rapes a space dragon and flies it to save the Tree of Souls. I don't know. Was that a deleted scene? Was that in disc 2? I didn't get to disc 2 where all the extra features are at. There are deleted scenes in Avatar that they're going to put in for like a special edition DVD that's totally coming, and then there's going to be a 3D one, and we'll have to buy the fucking movie 8 times. Anyway, there's going to be a deleted scene that I really want to see, just a little bit of the extra on the end of the sex scene. The sex scene as it stands in the movie is just aliens making out with each other in the blacklight forest, fade up on shitty Enya music, cut. You don't see anything happen. But in the script there was supposed to be a part where the aliens wind the little dealy bobbers on the end of their brain penises together and share a brain while they do it. And that's not so much disgusting as it is just fucking confusing. Try to imagine having sex with someone and both of your brains are controlling both of your bodies. That's a logistical nightmare. You're like, no, but who makes the first move? Oh, we both do. Oh, fuck. You're both trying to get on top, and then that doesn't work, so you both try to get behind the other one, like some kind of fucked up, naked, backwards game of leapfrog that nobody wins. She goes down to suck your dick, you go down to suck her dick, and you bonk heads midway to each other's crotches. It'd be awful. Paul, how's your day with the alien chick? Oh, it was going great until I yelled out her ex-boyfriend's name. I didn't even know the guy existed. Now I know he's a skiing instructor named Rodney. He lives in Vail. He's got a tattoo of a penguin smoking a joint right here. I have no need for this information, but now it's in me forever, thanks to Zahelu. Awesome. I don't like to start a joke with reckless, grotesque hyperbole, but I am gonna slam my cock in an oven door until it falls off if I see one more book, TV show, movie, or thing about a vampire who voluntarily attends high school. It's the stupidest shit ever. There's a show called Vampire Diaries. It's out right now. Oh, the kids are just gaga over it. And it's about a vampire, a teenage vampire, 100-years-old teenage vampire, which means the actor playing him is simultaneously way too young and way too old for his character, which is a lot of fun. He's been a teenage vampire his whole life, and he feels like he's never really experienced life. So you know what he does to experience life? He goes back to high school. And not just any high school, a rural American small-town high school. Possibly the most culturally and intellectually bankrupt educational environment that has ever existed on the North American continent. I don't know how you arrive at the conclusion that that's your next move. Like, yeah, I'm centuries old, I helped the North win the Civil War, I've seen so many wars and plagues and inventions and ideas arise from the human mind and spirit, but you know what I've never done? I've never been pantsed in a cafeteria for not having enough school spirit. Where can I go? I've never been called a faggot for refusing to call someone a faggot. Where in America can I get this? I once drank the blood of Louis XIV during a royal orgy, but I've never drunk the blood of someone who's just been iced. Why don't you just admit you like to fuck underage girls, Mr. Vampire? Why not just admit that? You're the vampire version of Matthew McConaughey in Dazed and Confused. That's who you are. You know what I love about high school girls, man? I keep getting older and they stay the same age. But so do I, because I'm a fucking vampire. You can just think vampires can just inhale forever. You don't have to. Yeah, oh, so stupid. Done with that. I'm also done talking to, actually I was done for a while, but summer of 2010, I think it might be time to put a cap on my 5-year ban on talking to Star Wars nerds about Star Wars. I avoided it for a long time because, as some of you may know who've read the stupider Ain't It Cool News comment threads, there's only so long you can talk to a certain kind of Star Wars fan before they bust out the phrase, "Prequels were so bad, it was like George Lucas raped my childhood." Oh, good. Yeah. while we're overanalyzing a children's film about space wizards, let's devalue the word rape. As long as we're cooking, let's cook with gas. That's what I say. You know why that simile doesn't work? Because you can't flip it around and make it work the other way. There's never been an actual child getting actually raped who said to himself, "Oh God, this is awful. This is so bad. This is just like that time in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, when the space camel farts in Jar Jar's face. Oh, I wish this was Yoda's tiny lightsaber in my butthole instead of the penis of someone I used to trust. Ow, ow, ow." Stop it. Stop it. If you've ever said that in your life, just punch yourself in the face. George Lucas didn't rape my childhood. He just made it watch while he jerked off. I think that might be creepier. I think that might be worse. I am soon to get married. Among other reasons, so I can have health care. That's nice. Everything's going according to plan, in other words. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Because the cow gets a very nice corporate benefits package from her internet marketing job that the milk on its own does not include. I've drunk a lot of that milk over the years, and it has never contained antibiotics or new contact lenses. So, if this here farmhand ever wants to go to the dentist again, let's say, he's going to have to put a ring on a cow. And it's not the only reason I'm getting married. Getting married just for the healthcare is like joining the army because you can't afford to join a gym. That doesn't make any sense. But it's like the problem is you only get healthcare in this country if you work for a job that gives you healthcare, or if you're rich and stupidly famous. Rich and stupidly famous people get way better healthcare than people who are just in corporate jobs. And if you don't believe that rich people get better healthcare, I have two words for you, and those two words are Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is a rich, famous multimillionaire, and his AIDS is old enough to drink. That's not a coincidence. I don't think that's a coincidence. This is something I just learned the other day, this is the kind of shit rich people can walk away from if they're sick. Tom Cruise, back when he was promoting for War of the Worlds, and he was acting all crazy and dancing on couches, and everybody was like, "Whoa, what's up with Tom Cruise?" It turns out, during the filming of War of the Worlds, Tom Cruise was decapitated. Yeah, there's footage of it online. He's so focused on hitting on this male nurse over on one side of the stage, he doesn't see this big crane come loose and just thwap, head off. But he walks away from it because he's rich. They all do. Bill Gates has Lucille Ball's old legs. They don't even give their old legs to us. They just keep trading them amongst each other. So yeah. That's why it's so hard, because we have to convince rich people that we need better healthcare, and trying to convince rich people that healthcare is expensive and shitty is like trying to convince Nightcrawler that public transportation is too slow. He's not going to get it. He's like, what do you mean buses take too long? Bamf, I'm in Vancouver. Bamf, I'm back. What's the big deal? It's like trying to convince Professor X that other people are hard to know or understand. It's trying to convince Wolverine that healthcare is expensive and shitty. That's my time. I'm Paul.